All right. First off, I'm going to go with the Umber Hulk. Well, I'm sorry, not the Umber Hulk. I wish this was an Umber Hulk. Well, actually, you guys don't want it to be an Umber Hulk.
Oh no, we
Go
don't.
ahead.
By the way,
Go ahead.
Dave, the shaman is also immobilized.
Smash, you get 4 hit points back for hitting him.
So immobilized until when?
To smash his next turn.
No, save ends.
Okay.
Save it.
All right. Well, that kind of sucks, but I can still attack and everything, so that's all right. All right. All right. So big boy is gonna. I'm gonna go ahead and take a. I think I'm gonna take some movement here. 1, 2. Yeah, I think that's going to be it. I'm going to go ahead and attack Melik, the resident beat up boy. I mean, resident mage. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and attack you, Melik. I don't want you to get mad at me when I hit you with a zombie smash. That is a 27 versus armor class. Is that a hit? Sorry, that was mean.
As the zombie strikes, the
I need some
aurorically
more.
glowing spectral penguin shield forms around Melik and
I don't have enough
the face,
8-sideds.
because that is still on. Crap. That's versus reflex.
You take a 26 damage below from zombie smash, Malik.
Okay, 26. Right.
26 points of damage.
Okay, hold on a second.
Is the 18 versus reflex a hit?
Versus what now? What was
Reflex.
the 18? That's a hit. Yeah, you needed just a little under that, so yeah.
So 11 fire damage from the spectral penguin shield.
What was the roll to hit?
25 or 26, somewhere on there.
Okay, so that's not gonna happen.
Was that a hit?
Alright. That is definitely a hit. No, I was trying to
William.
gonna use an encounter thing to interrupt it, but that's fine. It's still gonna hit. So
All
I'm gonna
right.
do that now.
I just crushed
I
Wayland.
will take
I
the
just
damage.
crushed Melik.
What was the damage? Sorry.
26.
Okay, I take the damage, and then he is pushed back 1 square because he hit me because I used my daily spell as one of the effects.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and just push him back 1. There you go.
Yeah.
All right. So you're in good shape, or are you?
Oh, I'm hurt. That one hurt.
Shaman Sankasag. I need to check a. I need to do several recharges, guys. Failed. 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 No recharges this round.
That is good.
I'm going to attack Boom. He's going to wail away with his
With a stick.
rod of a 18 versus armor class, and that's -2.
18 is a hit.
All right. That is a total of 7 damage, and I think he already had damage on there already, right? From the blast, from the
Doesn't
12.
matter. If it's below 13, it's like nothing happened.
Hmm.
Do we get our
So
opportunity attacks with flanking?
no.
No, because
No.
I attacked. I melee attacked.
So as he swings his rod through Boom, Boom just cracks its neck.
Ooh.
Gives him a grin.
Oh.
We get an opportunity to land hands attack.
Only if Batista allows it. I think I'm in pretty bad shape here, guys. He's speaking out loud. I'm not looking too good here. Tiamat better help me out here. Ooh, maybe I'll do a called shot like the other night in the one shot. Did you guys see that?
Nope.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I was there.
Daddy I rolled a 20 for a called deity. I called to Tiamat. And actually I rolled a 20. And yeah, I called to Moradin. And Zovia went ahead and rained damage down on Benjabum, which is playing an archer. I'm sorry, Benjabum, but you were playing pussy, and he was kiting me around with his 12 movement versus my 4 movement as a dwarf. So I just got down on my knee, and I called for Morden for everything that I've done for him and the years that I've worshipped and followed him, and she smited him down and one-shot him. I was like, whoa! That was awesome. Anyways, all right, that's it for me. I'm spent. I'm literally spent, guys. Batista, you're back
throw
up.
to see if he's still
All right.
immobilized, Dave.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's not a save ends. I'm sorry. That's not just an end of my turn. I have to save. I rolled a 12, so I'm not immobilized. Which it doesn't matter because I'm not going anywhere anyway. So. All right, Batista, you're up. Batista Xavier Washburn the 14th.
All right. I'm going to follow suit along with your praying to your deity, and I'm going to go into Cord, and I am going to ask him for some judgment against the evil Sankasag. And if it's within his will to allow me to strike him down with the Martar's Retribution with full power of 4 times weapon damage, I would like his favor in striking Sankasag down, please.
Well, there's really no rule for that in D&D 4e, but seeing that you so graciously and beautifully described what you wanted to do, I'm going to allow that. So go ahead and give me a religion check. And just don't roll a 1, bud.
He'll view it as cowardly to ask for help.
Shh.
Ooh.
You son of a bitch! He rolled a 20! That is a cold shot, man. Ah! Go ahead and give me max damage, dude. That was a beautiful shot, man.
That's 4 times the weapon damage.
Oh dear. Somebody's going to be sore in the morning.
That was insane. That was like 2 cold shots in a row. We need to go buy some lottery tickets, Batista, immediately after the game tonight.
35 roll damage. If you want max damage,
I want max damage.
Max damage is going to be
45.
45.
45.
Wow. You see a thunderous, radiant hammer come down from the heavens, and this hammer is so large, it not only smashes the monolith, but High Shaman Sankasag disintegrates. I mean, there is an empty robe on the ground.
Well, weren't they underground too? So it bats to the ceiling too.
He feels a rumbling, and the shaman looks up and he goes, "Uh-oh." And then smash! I mean, the monolith just destroys, and several seconds after the monolith, you can sense that the radiant power is shifting and phasing out, and the other zombie Hulk just collapses over dead. And you guys have beaten the High Shaman Sankasag. Congratulations.
Epic finish.
Heavy,
Can
that
play
was
Final
awesome.
Fantasy victory music on my lute.
Go for it. Heavy, good shot, man. Good called shot, dude.
Thanks, guys.
Wow, that was a hell of a called shot. Nice. I like that. I like it when you guys are creative like that.
And there was an epic finish to your battle too. It was
Oh
really
yes.
cool.
It was extremely
Yeah.
fitting.
You know, and the hammer was so large that it destroys the monolith. The monolith in turn destroyed, because that's where the necrotic power was coming from. So it killed the zombie, the zombie Hulk as well. So that was an awesome move, Heavy. I'm glad you did that. That was good.
That's due in the journal.
Although
will.
I would have loved to seen a 1, because I would have made the hammer land right between you and Wallian. But yeah. And then have the god say, "I'm sorry, Heavy, I missed the mark." As you both take 45.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Exactly.
Boom will raise a wing in a high five to Batista.
So yeah, you guys have killed the shaman. You feel a sense of relief, and you actually see a set of robe. You don't even see a follicle of hair. Not even a finger bone from the shaman.
I was going to say I'm searching through the goo that's underneath the robe to see what he had on him. But there's probably nothing left.
There's nothing left but a robe. A red robe.
There goes your skull.
So what are you guys doing? Oh yeah. Poor Tomaluk, he wanted the skull, I bet. And no specimens for you.
I get blood
You got zombies,
screaming
you got
blood
those.
splatter off the wall.
You get a new robe.
Tamanuk and Malik are the only ones not pleased by the gigantic hammer.
Feel free to turn off y'all's auras, guys. Very good job. I mean, truly, good job on the shaman. You guys had a lot of action points, which really helped you not taking any type of points or anything, you know.
Yeah. I'd like to do an Arcana check on the smashed monolith.
Okay.
Hey David, you know what music I actually imagined when that hammer came down and smashed the dude?
What's that?
The music from Dot Hack Twilight, I think it was, Twilight Forest.
I don't even know what you're talking about. I never even heard that.
Well, it's an epic song, I can tell you that.
Tall Claren, thank you for the follow,
I'll
sir.
show you later.
Tall Claren, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the community. Hope you're enjoying. Hope
I'm
you're
gonna check
enjoying
whatever's
yourselves.
left of his body. See if there's anything of value.
You see just a robe. You don't see anything else. His staff is just busted into a 20,000 small wooden shards. Even there were some gems and inlaid crystals and everything, and they're just all busted to hell. There's nothing of any value. You can take his robe. The robe doesn't have any significance or anything like that, but that's about it.
Did
But
it
his
match
rod
or
was...
Shamash, did you snag the robe or did you let it lay?
No, I left
there?
it lay.
Okay.
I'm not interested in a robe.
I would like to do a nature check on Malik to see that he doesn't have any necrotic zombie goo on him that could potentially make him sick.
Okay,
He
feel
must be
free
sick
to
because
give me a check.
27.
Well, you don't. Well, no, he's not infected in any way. Not like you had been infected with the curse last week.
Okay. Then I will pat him on the back and help him tend to his other wounds.
So you're taking a quick 5-minute rest here then?
Well,
So you
yes.
can spend healing surges?
Well, you still have the. You also notice that the green aura that is in the northern chamber, because you could see a green aura behind Sankasag. It has also dissipated into nothing as well, and you just see a huge, I guess you could say a dish. It is just hanging on the wall, and it is of a 5-headed dragon as well.
I'm gonna go up and piss on it. No, only joking.
Ugh,
Oh, Jesus.
Holy!
it's like pissing on an electric fence.
Yeah, it is.
Even worse.
Alright, so for every healing surge you guys spend, you also get an additional 4 back from it. Playing a jaunty tune while you're doing it.
I like to use a healing check to mend Malik's wounds. Help him get back to the normal.
During this rest, I
Yeah,
will
I just-
also take out the mimic and have him out for a conversation or two.
Well, God damn it, boy! What took you so long to pull me off your ring, boy? God damn it, Bobby! I told you, I was zapping you, boy.
And the ogre or zombie Hulk thingy, the one that didn't disappear from the big hammer, I will feed that to the mimic if the mimic wants to eat.
Yeah, he would love to grub that up. And
Boom will join the mimic because Boom likes necrotic flesh for some reason.
okay,
We stab.
you didn't see that in there, Wayland. Sorry. Over to your right, that was just sort of like a placeholder.
I don't have light anyway, so I didn't
Okay.
even see anything.
Okay, yeah, you didn't see the other zombie Hulk over there. My apologies. You didn't see that Tarask hiding around the corner.
Well, then I guess it's time for us to play a little song and get the hell out of here.
So you see you see the large dais on the wall.
Well, since I didn't do anything on the monolith, I know nothing. So I see if I can do anything on the disc on the wall, knowing that it's T-Mat, of course.
Yeah, you can give me an Arcana check, please. Well, anytime you're ready, whenever you're ready to go, Anime Freak, you just let me know, and you're more than welcome to host one. I'll pull you in TeamSpeak, and we'll think about it. Yeah, you're able to determine that this is definitely sort of like not a sacrificial type of altar, but it's more of more like communication with Tiamat. And Tiamat, I'm sorry, and it really bears no significance. It does hold. You think that it probably does hold a little bit of value, but you might be a little weary of taking it into a town under your arm. Hey, with a big old symbol of a 5-headed dragon. But you know that this is definitely how High Shaman Sankasog probably did communicate with Tiamat. And as you're done inspecting, you notice that there are several runes, and you use your arcane abilities to actually sort of use certain combinations that you would think might work, and a chest appears as well in front of the dais on the wall.
Okay.
And it is open, and it has a large brown burlap sack.
I'm gonna search it for traps.
User joined your
All right.
channel.
And actually, Shamash and Batista, you two notice that this looks like the same bag that the shaman offered you in the first place several weeks back or a month back.
Smash. This could
20
be
for
the,
searching for traps.
You're confident that there's nothing there. And in fact, you don't even think that anything could have happened because of the way that the chest just magically appeared, mechanically speaking. But from a magic standpoint, you're not too sure.
Can I do an
But
Arcana check?
you can do an Arcana check, yes. I never thought you'd ask.
My Arcana is actually higher than my Thievery, so. 20.
Wow, 8 plus 12. Yeah, you're pretty confident that this doesn't have any kind of traps on it. Not here at the chest or anything like that, so.
Alright, doesn't look like there's. Looks like this is just a reward for us, guys. We'll step aside and let them loot it.
Shamash is looting.
You're picking up the chest. All right, you pick up the chest. Oh, well, you don't pick up the chest. You pick up the sack, and you open up the sack, Shmash, you notice that there is a pair of leather bracers in there. There is also a cloth or wax-coated cap. You also notice that there is a very nice, sturdy-looking belt. You also see what appears to be possibly towards the bottom of the bag. You see what appears to be maybe a suit of hide armor. And lastly, you hear something clinking towards the bottom of the bag as you're moving things around, and you pull out a scroll case. A golden inlaid scroll case.
Oh,
Well,
let
nothing
me
in
take
here,
a look at
fellas.
that.
Sorry.
And as soon as you're looking around, you sense a disturbance in the force, and
Time to go.
an image appears of a 5-headed dragon. It is an image, and it says, "You have beaten the High Shaman, but you will have to deal with me later." And you definitely recognize this as Tiamat, especially you, Melik. Batista as well. You two. Tomanuk, you just see a big effing dragon with 5 heads, and you are just like, you can't say anything anyway, so...
And Cord will be there with us too.
And then the image disappears. And then more rumbling starts to happen. And I'm talking about just not a little rumble. You think that something is fixing to, especially with you, Walian, with you had such great thievery checks. Something clicks in your head to get the hell out of Dodge. So you have 1 round for free actions to do what you need to do, because you sense that something is fixing to burst out of that wall, Walian, and you are literally...
Let's get the hell out of here. dude.
Yeah.
Grab the stuff, Smash. When you carry it
Grabbing
on,
the stuff and running.
All right, everybody move your movement. Going through the monolith is 2 square movement loss per square. So anything in basically this square, this square, this square, that's -2. And as Batista, just as you get out of the room, a massive boulder just appears out of the wall, takes the wall out, smashes the dais on the wall, and here it comes, buddy. It's running right for the paladin, and I'm gonna do some movement for it.
That's it.
All right, so there you go. You've got movement. That's a big boulder, guys. That is a big boulder.
Not going to fit through the door.
Or it'll smash through the wall.
Oh no, it's just gonna smash right
It will
through it.
smash through that shit.
Move carefully, guys. I mean, move carefully.
I think
You
I did
guys-
it again, Dave.
You need to get out of dodge. So everybody, go ahead and do
I'm
your
out of dodge, Dave.
double movement. Get out of dodge.
I think Tiamat threw that boulder.
I wouldn't stay there, Shmash. That's up to you, but I would not stay there.
So double movement.
So yes,
That's where
Melik.
my double movement would have taken me.
Okay, all right. So Melik, you have. All right. I'm gonna move again with the boulder. It crashes through the wall. Bits of boulder fly everywhere. Shamash, you get hit for 5 points of damage from rubble. And now it's your turn to move again, Shamash. As he goes right through the wall. That's not proper for E-movement.
I didn't. I went around the corner.
Hurry up, get out!
Oh, these quick time events.
And then as everyone clears the hall, the boulder actually lodges in the door and seals the entrance to the tomb of Tiamat for now.
Oh, the tomb
But-
of Tiamat.
Yeah, well,
Well,
it's not the
I
not the
forgot the
actual
bag.
tomb, but I figured you. Oh, tough shit then. I cut those cards out for no frickin' reason then.
No, I'm
Kelly
just
grabbed
telling
it.
the group that I got it in my pack.
So yeah, this place is still. I mean, this place is still. You're able to get out, and as you get out, you can see that behind you, the ceiling is literally starting to collapse in. So everybody makes it out, just at in the nick of time.
We get out of the temple.
So you guys get out of the temple. I'm
Okay,
gonna put
as
you
we're
guys
getting out of
back on the
temple, I want to
map.
look
Mhm.
behind us to see if there's a sign that says Temple of Tiamat in it. On it.
Glowing neon signs.
It does.
Not a miss.
There is a huge rotating billboard that says
How did we miss that?
it says TOT, and then it says big T, little O, big T, and then it says Temple of Tiamat, closed for
I
business.
guess we did miss it.
Must have, yeah.
Decent.
It has blinky lights too. Don't forget about that.
Lots of neon. Looks great.
Eh, eh, eh.
So you guys are now out of the actual tomb, and whenever you get out and your adrenaline starts to calm down a little bit, you notice that it's actually really chilly here, and this is the middle of summer, guys, and it is literally cold. You can see the frost coming out of your mouths as you are talking and breathing heavy because you've just ran. Like Carl Lewis through this entire complex to get out. And
I'm ready to go to sleep.
yeah, you guys, it is freezing. I mean, you guys are literally cold.
I'm
And
turning to the group
even
and yelling,
Dominic.
"White Dragon!"
oh no, that's the Saturday game.
Oh, sorry.
David, is it even called for Tamanuk, and therefore could it perhaps be magical?
Tomanuk is not really cold. This is like typical, northern weather to him. So he feels at home. But you, as being a Goliath and being from the Northlands, you can definitely tell that something
That
may not
this
be
is
right.
Not supposed to be
Yeah.
this.
Because the sun is shining just bright, and it's that it's summer as well. So, if you'd like to give me a check of some kind, yeah, I'd love to give you something.
Could I give an endurance check as well for me being raised in the Northlands?
I wouldn't
Why
say
would it be endurance?
it wouldn't. Yeah, it wouldn't be endurance. It would be maybe like maybe an Arcana check or maybe a Nature check or something like that.
Well,
I would say probably
my
more
argument
nature.
is, I was just about to say, I don't think any of us need to make a nature check to figure out that this is not natural.
Oh, it's because that's basically what I'm gonna tell you anyway. It is definitely not natural.
Yes, I'm going to instead make a perception check to see if I can figure out the surroundings, if anything would explain this, or if it's still a mystery.
And also, as your memory serves you correctly, and everyone's while you guys were coming back from the Zelbros ruins, it was a little chilly that night, but it wasn't. It was just like a cool summer night. But a couple of you probably would have thought that it might have been a little cold for this time of year. But now that you're actually out of the actual layer, oh, it's downright to the point to where you can literally see your breath coming out of your mouth as you're speaking and breathing heavily because you just ran to get out of there. So
I don't think my
Oh,
16
what?
perception.
this is
did
the
anything, so you can just ignore that.
now you just know that you need to take a healing surge. Well, you know that you need to take a lay on hands, and it's really cold outside. Now you just think that something's definitely not right for this time of year.
Tomanuk is going to take a lay on flippers from Boom.
The lay on flippers.
We'll do that later tonight. Don't you worry.
Snuggle,
Well, let's get
snuggle.
back to let's get back to Loud Water where it may be a little warmer, so we can figure out what's going on, as well as take a look at this scroll case that we found.
And examine the rest of the stuff.